Hey guys, Michael Cheney here, and to replay viewers, welcome to this training on the 7 secret strategies to help you get stacks and stacks more viewers to your scopes. So we're going to get started here. Welcome Jessica, welcome John. Great to see you on this scope. Welcome to John Moss from the UK. If this is your first time joining me, welcome along. My name's Michael Cheney. I'll give you a little bit of background and then we'll get stuck into this. So welcome to all those guys jumping on this. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000, which is kind of crazy for me to even think about. That's, hey Delpino, how you doing? That is, 15 years now that I've been making a full-time living from internet marketing. And what I'm going to do on this particular scope is help you get more viewers. Hey Jeff, hey Andy, how's it going? Get more viewers into your Periscopes. I've been immersing myself in this Periscope technology, getting as many tips and tricks as I can. I've been absolutely bugging the crap out of my wife, studying all this stuff day in, day out, 24/7, reading up on it, testing a lot of stuff. So I'm going to share that with you on this particular scope. So if you've got viewers that you think would benefit from this scope, if you've got followers that you think would get value from learning how to get more scopes themselves, by all means, scroll left to right if you're on iOS. Hey Teddy, how's it going? And click share to your followers, or you can scroll up the way if you're on Android and share that way as well. So we've got 7 strategies to go through. I've got them all written down here so that you can see them in terms of notes. Going to help you, and also to jog my memory, to be totally honest with you, because there's so much cool stuff you can do on Periscope. If you're new to Periscope, you've only just got started, you're thinking, oh, it's cool, you've watched a few, you've enjoyed it, but you're not quite sure how it fits in for your business, or how you can actually generate traffic from it, how you can generate sales from it, how you can get more people on your scopes, then stay tuned, right? Because that's what we're going to go through. So if you're ready, if you can hear me, if you can see me okay, tap on the screen, give me a few hearts just so I can see that people are live and awake and ready for this information, and then we will get underway. Okay, great. So thank you for those. Yeah, if you're brand new to Periscope, I know we've got new Periscopers on here. You tap the screen and it gives hearts, right? Hey Andy, how's it going? Good to see you again. Andy stroke Richard Branston Pickle, as you will forever now be known. That's from my previous scope, guys. But yeah, when you tap the screen, it gives hearts. It shows me that you're alive, shows me that you're enjoying the content, and just gives me that little bit of feedback that I need to know that I'm not just here talking into an iPhone feeling like some kind of weirdo. Okay. So let's get underway with the 7 secret strategies to get stacks more viewers. Adrian, welcome Adrian. You think you're alive, that's great. Stacks more views to your Periscope. Incidentally, guys, if you want to follow me, if you're just watching for the first time, you're not a follower of mine, you can scroll left to right on iOS, you can scroll up on Android, and you can click on me and follow me there, and you'll get all the future tips that I put out on Periscope. Okay, let's get started with tip number 1, which is curiosity. Okay, one of the main reasons I would wager, and you can tell me otherwise, you tell me right now, okay, I'm going to ask you the question, and then I'll keep talking and I'll give you my theory. Why are you here on this Periscope? What made you attend? What was it you think that drew you to it? I personally think that some of that was curiosity, right? Me using the subject line, having that headline, 7 secret strategies to getting stacks more viewers on your Periscope, it has that curiosity, right? In marketing, you don't want to give everything away. You always want to hold a little bit back so that you are not giving the whole picture. Now, this isn't anything unethical. It's just good business. It's good marketing. You don't let somebody drive off with a car, forever and for free, right? You give them a test drive. So that's what you're doing with the kind of subject line and with the teaser that you're giving in your Periscope subject. When you put that Periscope subject out there, you don't want to make it so obvious what you're doing. You want to kind of hint at it, or something. I'm seeing something really weird and amazing right now, and you click on it, and it's it's the Eiffel Tower. If you just say it's the Eiffel Tower, yes, you'll get people clicking on it, but you need to maintain an air of mystery a little bit. It's that curiosity that's going to get people to click, going to get people to watch your Periscope, and going to get people to share and follow your Periscope as well. Okay, so thank you for the hearts, guys. Appreciate those hearts coming in. So when it comes to the subject line on Periscope, that's really your main opportunity to do that. I'm just skipping ahead here, just to make sure I don't cover this later on. Okay, that title of your Periscope is very, very important, right? It's really our only chance to get new viewers into it that will actually start following you and start watching you. So if you make it something boring, if I did, for example, if I had called this broadcast, if I'd have called it, I don't know, let's talk Periscope strategy on viewership. Hey John, how's it going? You know, let's talk Periscope strategy on viewership. I mean, holy moly, like snooze fest, right? And it kind of says what it does on the tin. It gives the game away. But 7 secret strategies for getting stacks more viewers to your Periscope, that is a little bit more mysterious. It has that air of mystery about it, okay? So let me just see. Welcome, guys. Welcome, Teddy, Andy, Jeffrey, Delpino, if you just joined. John, affiliate counselor, welcome to you. We've got some new viewers as well, so welcome to you if you are a first-time viewer. We are here talking about the 7 secret strategies to get stacks more views to your Periscope. What we're talking about right now is just curiosity. Using curiosity, we can pull that back. You see, this is high tech. We're talking high tech here. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000, and yet I'm still just drawing on bits of paper to get my point across. But it kind of works. Okay, it reminds me, and it will help you remember stuff. So point 1 is curiosity in that subject line, in that headline that you're using in your Periscope. Think of 3 phrases like how to XYZ or so the 7 best ways that you can ABC. You want to kind of hint at what might be in the content, but don't reveal it right away. Okay, don't reveal it right away and say, you know, the #1 lesson I learned on Periscope about how to block people. It's like, well, you know, I saw a title the other day on Periscope. It's like, what was it? How to deal with trolls on your scope. Well, you block them. I mean, you know, I'm not going to watch the Periscope. It's like a 2-second bit of information. So if, however, they'd have said how to, you know, what happens or the worst thing that can happen to a Periscoper during their scope and what to do about it. If they'd have phrased it like that, I'd have watched it. I'd have been like, what the hell is this? And they say, oh yeah, you can get these trolls and there's different ways of dealing with them. I would have been drawn in. But because they kind of said exactly what it was right up front, it gave the game away. So I didn't want to watch it. So curiosity is the first one. Okay, we've got 7 of these to go through. Also, when you're doing your subject lines, your headlines on Periscope for your scope, you'll notice some people, and I do this as well, use a little emoticon to kind of break up the way that the subject is written, right? The name, the title of your Periscope. You want to make sure that you do that. You don't want to overdo it. Some people have like flames and explosions and bombs and stuff all going off, and it's totally ridiculous, totally over the top. But you want something that stands out, and ideally maybe the same emoticon that you're going to use each time, so that people will recognize it when they're scrolling down the feed of different Periscopes. They see yours and they're like, ah, that's you. So to do that, you click on, when you're creating the title of your scope, you click on the little emoticon button on your smartphone, and you go and find something that's kind of relevant to what you're talking about, or some cool little logo that you want to use for every single Periscope that you do. So again, that will get you curiosity, because most people on Periscope, they just put bored, talk to me, you know, on sofa with cat. You know, but if you have a kind of more mysterious title and you have these little emoticons, it will draw people's eye. They'll look down the list and they'll think, yeah, I want to watch that. So that's all secret strategy #1 of 7 on how to get stacks more views into your Periscope. If you've just joined, bear in mind, if you're totally new, you can follow me and get more of these tips. I'll be doing regular tips on Periscope by scrolling left to right if you're on smartphone, if you're on iPhone, and clicking follow, and you can scroll up the way on Android to follow me and get updates on my latest Periscope tips. Okay, let's move on to #2. Okay, strategy number two is to pre-publicize. Pre-publicize your scope. You want to make sure you're putting your scope out nice and early. Now, there's really 2 types of scopes you can do. You can do like a live scope, you know, like an impromptu scope, should I say. Obviously, all scopes are live, but an impromptu one where you've not really planned it. You just kind of decide, oh yeah, I'm just going to jump on, going to hit the button, and off we go. I'm going to do a scope. Or you can do it planned. Okay, movie of this poem. Welcome along. Now, the planned ones, what you want to do is you want to pre-publicize them. Okay, we're talking about the 7 strategies of how to get stacks more views to your Periscope. Number 5 is pre-publicize. Andreas, welcome to you. Previous winner of the Hearts competition. We are going to be having another Hearts competition on this scope, by the way. Okay, the person who gets the most hearts gets a secret mystery prize. Of course, it's a mystery prize. I'll be telling you more about that later on. Hey, Andreas. So, Andreas, you missed step number 1. I'll recap all the secret strategies at the end. Right now on secret strategy number 2, which is to pre-publicize your scopes. So get that subject down, get that curious subject down, something that's going to give you that, that sense of mystery. And then give people notice. Decide when you're going to do it. Set a time. Eastern Standard Time is the best time to publicize it. Put it out there and say, look, I'm going to actually do this. This is what I'm going to talk about at this time. And put it out on Facebook, tweet it, of course, put it out on your email list if you've got an email list, tell people about it, put it everywhere that you can and say, this is when I'm doing this Periscope. That's going to help you get that kind of groundswell of people coming through. Now, of course, you're going to get most of your people through from live viewers, right? Through from people that are just browsing through Periscope, like maybe you watching this right now, that are just checking stuff out and just wondering what on earth it is, right? So, but you want to pre-publicize it if you can, right? Of course, if people are brand new, they're not going to know. I think, who's giving me all these hearts? It's probably Andreas. We are running a hearts contest, by the way, in this Periscope. The person that gives the most hearts by the end of the contest is going to win a secret mystery prize of extreme value, okay? That's all I'm saying. So tap away if you want to win that prize. I'll announce it at the end. So pre-publicize your scopes, right? Put them out there, tell them, you know, even if it's just one by one, right? For this scope, I put a notice out on Facebook, I put it out on Twitter. It was a little bit last minute, I'll be totally honest with you, because I was super busy today. I was creating a product, put a new product out today. I think it's done 6 sales already, made $600 today already just from that one product. So it's been kind of a busy day. I've been up since 5:30 a.m. cranking away on that. I wanted to get this scope out there. I wanted to do this. So it was a little bit last minute. I didn't have time to put it out to as many people as I would have liked, but it did go out there. Now, an even better strategy is, Andreas, that's a great point, okay? Schedule your goals and tasks to stay accountable. Exactly, right? This is exactly right. You want to schedule. Now, if you've got more Periscopes, if you've got maybe 3 or 4 different ideas for future Periscopes that you're going to do, then scheduling them up front is a great idea and putting it out there. So look, every Tuesday or every Wednesday at this time, I'm going to be doing a scope. Or for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a scope on this and this and this. And that way people get into the habit. Right? People get into the habit of tuning in at a certain time, like the favorite radio station or the favorite show, and think, okay, that's what's going to happen. That's when it's going down, and that's when I need to be there. That's when I need to be paying attention. Okay. So, secret strategy number 2 is pre-publicize. Number 3, secret strategy number 3. Rob Temple in the house. How's it going, Rob? Last time I saw your nickname, Marketing Kickstarter, I did not recognize you. I saw it afterwards. So Rob Temple is in the house, everybody. Recent speaker at Marketing Summit, and trying to convince me to speak at the Marketing Summit. I sent you a Vox earlier today, man. Did you get that? I'm asking you about it. They're trying to get me to be a speaker at Marketing Summit next year. What's the dealio? Hit me up. Let me know what the deal is, okay? I'm kind of intrigued. I've not done speaking for a while. I think the last event I did was a sold-out event to 2,000 people in Singapore. Okay, you're going to have a listen when I'm done. Yeah, 2,000 people in Singapore, and it was great, but it was a pitch fest. This is an admission. Not everybody knows this, right? A bit of a sidetrack, right? I will go off on a sidetrack. I'm going to tell you right now. So I did this marketing summit in Singapore a few years back. 2,000 people, sold-out event. I was a guest speaker. There was Jay Abraham was there, other marketing guys. I was invited to speak and pitch something. Now, I'm not great at pitching from the stage, okay? It's not my favourite thing to do, but I thought I'd give it a bash. Anyway, I stood up in front of 2,000 people. Guess how many sales I made? Okay, you can probably tell where this is going. I want you to chat away. Let me know how many sales do you think I made in front of 2,000 people? Okay, keep the hearts coming, by the way. We're running a hearts contest if you just joined. Person gives the most hearts by the end of this broadcast wins a mystery prize. Andreas said 257 out of 2,000. That would have been pretty cool. Anybody else? Any other guesses? So I'll tell you what I sold. It was a list building program that I was selling. It was a high ticket program, and I was going to coach people how to build a list, because back then I had a list of about 40,000 people. Now I've got a mailing list of about 88,000 people. Any other guesses before I reveal the answer here of how many people I sold to in front of that room of 2,000 people? 0.
0 people. I could not sell a single beat, right? I told you I'm crap at selling from the stage. I couldn't sell a single thing. Nobody bought my offer. I was great at training. I was great at delivering the training. Hopefully you agree with that, and you kind of enjoy, the information I'm sharing with you this evening. But I couldn't sell for toffee, right? I could not sell for toffee. So anyway, so that's my kind of reservations about the marketing summit. But anyway, that's a separate thing. That's Rob Temple's fault for coming on here and distracting me. Only joking, Rob. Right. Strategy number 3. Secret strategy number 3 is thumbnail. You will notice next to every single Periscope, there is a little image of something or other that represents, you hope, what it is you're going to be Periscoping about, right? That's called your thumbnail image. Now, you've got to make sure that's something cool. If it's not something cool, and again, curiosity driving and mysterious, you're going to be in trouble, right? You're going to be struggling to get people on your Periscope. Yes, the subject's important. We've already spoken about the subject and using how to and mystery and those emoticons. But if you don't put a really good thumbnail there, people aren't even going to look at it. They're going to be like, boring, right? So be careful, because when you start broadcasting on Periscope, when you click that red button and you go live and you've given it the title and you actually go live, the very first frame of that video, that is what's going to be the thumbnail, right? The very first thing that your rear-facing camera, not your front-facing camera, because obviously you've got to switch it, but your rear-facing camera, the first thing that people see, that or that the camera sees, that is what is going to be the thumbnail image for your scope. So you don't want to be pointing at your feet, right? You don't want it to be pointing at the wall. You don't want to be juggling it around, because it's just going to show something random and rubbish, and people are going to be like, what the heck, I'm not going to watch that Periscope. It looks rubbish, okay? So that's how you get your thumbnail image. So make sure you've got it pointed to something cool. So I'll show you here. I'll just switch this around again, which you double tap here on the phone. Flip it around. So I've just got an image here on my PC, which is a question mark, and that's the thumbnail for this particular Periscope, right? So I just pointed the rear-facing camera at this to start the broadcast, and then double switched it around. Okay, so that ends up being the thumbnail for this particular broadcast. So if you've just joined, let me just give you a quick recap. So Michael Cheney here. I've been a full-time internet marketer since the year 2000. I'm giving you 7 strategies to get stacks more views to your Periscope. If you're brand new and you want to get more tips like this about how to get more followers, viewers, hearts, shares and all that good stuff to your Periscope, what you need to do right now, if you're on iOS, if you're on iPhone, is swipe left to right and follow me right now. If you're on Android, swipe up and follow me. If you think your followers, either your Twitter followers or your Periscope followers or people on your Facebook followers would benefit from what I'm sharing right now, and you can obviously get kudos by saying, look, I'm sharing this stuff, and of course I benefit as well, everybody wins, then you can share this right now by doing the same thing, okay? Swipe left to right on iOS, up on Android, and you can share this. And you can share this in 3 ways, okay? You can share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, and you share it to your Periscope viewers, and they'll come in and be invited into this right now, okay? So that's the thumbnail image. That's how you get the thumbnail image. Very, very important. Some of the things I've used before, I've used like, stock images like that I bought. I've used just random objects around. Scenery works pretty well. If you can point your phone, your rear-facing camera at something that looks cool, that people would like to see, that works well as well. Okay, let's move on to secret strategy number 4, which is run a hearts contest, okay? Which is what we're doing right now, okay? If you just joined this Periscope, we are running a hearts contest on this scope. The person that gives me the most hearts by the time we end, I'm going to announce the winner and they get a secret mystery prize. Now, when you run a hearts contest like this, obviously you're going to get people tapping the screen, and that's great. But you want people tapping the screen as well for content. If they're enjoying the content, if they're getting good value from their tips, you want people to be doing that as well. Teddy, welcome to the building. And it works really well as long as you've got something of value to offer in the training, right? You don't just want to run a hearts contest and start a Periscope and say, oh, whoever taps the screen the most is going to win, and then that is the Periscope. That's not going to work. You've got to be offering value as well, because people that jump in are going to be like, oh yeah, I'll tap the screen, that sounds good, I like that idea, okay? So if you run a hearts contest like this, if you do it well, if you're offering value anyway within the Periscope, which you need to be, then it's a really good way to get hearts. And hearts are important on Periscope because it's like a boost, okay? Delpino, how are you doing? Welcome back. What it does is it boosts your kind of rating, if you like, your ranking within Periscope. The more hearts that you get, the more times that people tap on that screen, the kind of higher your rating and ranking in Periscope. right? People, it tracks it. You can go and click on people's profile, and it will show you how many hearts they've got. It basically shows you how well liked they are, how well people like their content. So the guys at Periscope are looking at this and think, okay, well, this person's only got a few hearts, therefore their content's probably not great. This person's got a load of hearts, therefore content is good. So when they do a broadcast on a scope, we'll probably give them a higher, rating and a higher kind of listing, if that makes sense. So if that makes sense to you, tap the screen and give me some hearts. Okay, I want to see different coloured hearts because I can only see one coloured heart here. I'm guessing it's Andreas trying to win the heart contest because he won last time. But by the way, guys, the last time that I ran this heart contest, Andreas won, and he's getting a link blasted out to my, I think it's 3,000 followers on Facebook, and a link of his choice. Okay, that was the prize that Andreas won last time. Will he win this time? I don't know. I haven't checked the stats yet. Let me just have a look. Okay, Andreas is cranking. Teddy is cranking as well. Jeffrey is also cranking, which sounds kind of dodgy, but it's really not dodgy. So yeah, running a heart contest. Thank you. Movie of this poem shared on Twitter. You, the man or the woman. Let me just have a look here. One sec. Okay, thank you for that. Really, really appreciate all the shares. If you want to share this, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, or to your Periscope viewers, all you need to do. Andre says it's fun hitting me on the nose as well. It's funny you should say that. My son thinks the same thing. He's 1.5 years old, however, Andres. Trevor, welcome into the building to this live Periscope. And all the new guys that are joining here, this Michael Cheney up in a full-time internet marketing since the year 2000. We're going through 7 secret strategies to get stacks more views to your Periscope. Yes, if you want to share it, swipe left to right on iOS, swipe up on Android, and you can click the share button and share this on Facebook, Twitter, or Periscope. I would appreciate it if you do that, and obviously appreciate all the hearts coming in, guys. Really, really appreciate that. Okay, secret strategy. I'm doing great, Trevor. Thank you. Good to see you on here. I know you had some problems earlier on, so great to see you on this live scope. Okay. Secret strategy number 5 is ask for shares. Now you'll notice how I've used every single one of these strategies on this scope, right? I'm not, practice what you preach. I walk the talk, as it were. I'm not kind of saying stuff that I've not tried, that I don't understand, or that I've not used. I use all this stuff, right? Andreas says, how do you ask for shares? Just like I've been doing. You basically say, look, if you've got value from this, if you think your viewers would get value from this, excuse me, too soon after dinner. If you think your followers would enjoy the content I'm sharing right now, bearing in mind we've still got a few strategies to go and I'm going to be doing a recap. Jeff, boom! Jeff is here. Jeff is one of my #1 super fans. Great to see you here, Jeff. I think I emailed you earlier today, didn't I? You pop boom in every email. Awesome. Great to see you here, Jeff. Tap the screen, give me some hearts. Love you, dude. So yeah, to get people to share it, if you want to share this with your followers, I would really, really appreciate it. On some scopes, I also have a share contest as well, which is another great thing that you can do, right? Yes, mate, says Jeff. The person that does the most shares, get into a competition. It's another great idea, something else that you can do. But to share a scope, if you've never done that, scroll left to right on iOS, swipe up if you're on Android, and you can click that share button, and then you get options of how you want to share it. You can share on Facebook, share it to your Twitter followers, or you can share it to your Periscope followers, okay? Rob, welcome back in the house. Now, if you want to get more people following you on Periscope, by the way, and so that you can share things with more people, and so that you can get more people on your scopes that way, what you really want to do is get out there and have a look in the people icon. So obviously after this scope, go and have a look at the people icon when you're in Periscope. And you can see all the people that you're already following on Twitter, right? Because it brings those over. It doesn't take all your Twitter followers and make them your Periscope followers, which is kind of unfortunate. They've got to re-follow you on Periscope, so you start from 0. But what you can do is you can go and follow everybody on that you're already everybody that's you're kind of following on Twitter is imported, and you can go and then follow them on Periscope. So it actually shows you those guys, and you can go and kind of follow them that way, and then hopefully some of them will actually follow you back. So that's a good way to kind of get that initial kind of landslide started, if you like. Okay. So we've done strategy number 5. If you've just joined late, I'm going to recap the 7 strategies. We've just done a strategy number 7. We've got Trevor, Rob, Andreas, Teddy, Jeffrey Delpino, affiliate counselor, and we've got John here in the building. So welcome to you guys. Right. Secret strategy number 6 is ask for follows. Okay. We've spoken about ask for shares. You could also ask for follows, right? If somebody's new to Periscope, new to you on Periscope, if they're already following you, then they will have got a notification about your broadcast, about your scope, and that's fine. They're already following you. Whenever you do a new broadcast on your scope, they're going to get a notification on their phone and they're going to click it. If they miss the scope, it'll be added to their little replay section, but only for 24 hours, right? It's only there for 24 hours. Once it's gone, okay? Now, there is a secret way that you can actually get replays stored longer than that using a service called catch.me, okay? Katch.me. And I need to thank Delilah for that. I don't think Delilah's here. She said that she might be on one of these broadcasts, but she's not on here. But it's a great tip. You can get a free account, catch.me, so that's catch with a K.me. It links to your Periscope account, and whenever you do a scope, you will go and see the replay there, okay? And it stays there longer than 24 hours. On Periscope, they only last for 24 hours and then they're gone. And you can also save them to your iPhone or your smartphone or whatever and upload them and use them in a separate basis as well. You can put them on YouTube and do all kinds of cool stuff. But we're kind of going off topic. I'll probably do a separate scope dedicated entirely to that in the future, right? But you can ask for follows. That's secret strategy number 6. Ask people to follow you. Swipe left on iOS, swipe up on Android, and then you can click on the follow button there so that you get notified of further broadcasts when I'm putting out more tips on Periscope. You're not going to miss any, okay? Secret strategy number 6. Jeff, welcome in the house. Secret strategy number 7, and then we'll do a recap, and then I'll announce the Hearts contest winner, okay? Number 7 is be interactive. It's catch with a K, Andreas, so Katch.me. With a K, not with a C. Katch.me. So yeah, you want to be interactive. Like I've been hopefully doing in this scope, you want to ask people what's going on. You want to say, how's it going? You want to give a shout out to everybody that joins. Ask everybody's question. Give, time to people that make comments. Thank them for giving you hearts. And obviously I'm thanking you guys a lot for all the hearts that are coming in. If you have just joined, I'm going to do a recap on these 7 strategies. We've just reached the 7th one, but I'm going to do a quick recap in case you missed any of them and you joined late. We're also running a hearts contest on this scope. We're going to be wrapping this up very, very soon. And whoever's given me the most hearts by the end of the scope is going to win a mystery prize. Okay, I'm excited to reveal it. I am very excited to reveal it. It's mystery at the moment. As I said right at the beginning, you've got to use curiosity. Okay, so let's do a recap of these 7 strategies. Then I'll announce the Hearts contest winner, and then we'll wrap things up. And you can catch me on the next scope. Okay, so if you just joined, if you're not following me right now, you want to get more Periscope tips, swipe right, left to right on iOS, click follow, up on Android, click follow. Let's go through this. 7 strategies to get more followers to your Periscope. Number 1, curiosity. Use curiosity. Teddy, how you doing? Welcome. Use curiosity in your subjects, in your headlines of your Periscopes. Don't give the whole game away. Kind of hint at things, kind of suggest at things, but don't give the whole game away about what you're going to do on your scope because people won't. They'll assume that they know what it's about and they won't bother joining. Number 2, pre-publicize your scopes. Try and put them out there on Facebook, on Twitter, to your email list so you can get people in advance coming out. Number 3, use a good thumbnail for your scope by using the rear-facing camera. When you first click go and you start broadcasting, whatever your screen is, whatever your camera back here is looking at, that is what is going to be your thumbnail. So make sure you're pointing at something interesting. Number 4, run a hearts contest like we're running right now, okay? And give a reward or a prize to the person that gives you the most hearts during your scope, which is what I'm doing right now, this second, in case you've just joined. Number 5, in terms of how to get more views, I'm so excited, I'm almost dropping all my notes here. Number 5, is it number 5? Number 5, ask for shares. Okay, ask people to share stuff. A couple of people have already shared this scope, I think on Twitter. If you want to do that, or you want to know how to do that, you scroll left to right on iOS, up on Android, you click the share button, you can share on Facebook, Twitter, or Periscope. Ask people to do that, right? If they're getting value from it, if they're enjoying it, and they think other people would enjoy it, then sharing it is a great thing to do. And obviously the broadcaster is very, very grateful to people that do that. Okay, so it's a good thing to do when you're watching Periscopes, as well as asking people to do when you're giving Periscopes. Okay, number 6, ask for follows. The most people you're going to get on Periscope, yes, you'll get people that already know you and already follow you and all this kind of stuff, but you're going to get a lot of live viewers dipping in and out, sitting on their couch at work, bored, driving to work, whatever it is, scrolling up and down and just having a look and think, oh, what's this? Who is this guy? And if that's you, by the way, my name is Michael Cheney. I've been a full-time internet marketer since 2000, and I'm giving you 7 strategies on how to get more stacks of viewers and hearts and follows and likes and shares and everything on Facebook. If you want to get more updates like this, scroll left or right on iOS, up on Android, and click follow, and you'll get updates from me when I do further scopes on this stuff. Number 7, the 7th strategy is to be interactive. Give shout-outs, ask questions, all that good stuff. So I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. If you've got any questions at all about Periscope, about scoping, shoot right now, okay? I'll give you 10 seconds to do this, and then we'll wrap up. I'm going to announce the winner of the Hearts contest, and we will be ready to rock and roll, okay? So let me just have a look here on this, how we're doing on the Hearts contest. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's wrap this up, and we're going to stop this right now on the hearts. I'm going to give you the results. It is pretty neck and neck between Teddy and Jeffrey, okay? But a clear winner, I have to tell you, let me just see here. A clear winner is, yet again, is Andreas. Andreas, you have won again. You must have the fastest finger in the West, guys. This is a top tip for you. When you get that notification from me that I'm doing a live broadcast, I will almost always be running a heart contest to give a prize away, or a mystery prize or something of value to the person that gives me the most hearts during the contest. It's a bit of fun, and yes, of course, it gets me more hearts. So we all win, okay? It's a bit of fun at the end of the day. And of course, I also like the hearts, but people that think, yeah, you gave great content, give me some hearts, give me some hearts. Okay, that's good as well, right? So, Andreas, you won again. I'm going to tell you right now what you're going to get. I'm going to give you free access to my brand... Jeff says his finger is broken. Andreas says he's exhausted and his phone just crashed. I'm going to give you, Andreas, free access to my brand new product that was released today, called List Building Black Ops. It's how to go from 0 to a money-making list in a few hours flat. Costs $97, but you can have it totally for free, Andreas, as the #1 winner of the Hearts contest today. So how's about that? I still haven't delivered runners up, Jeff. That is a good idea. Whoa. Crossing your legs during the Periscope is not a good idea, although it does make for a great facial expression. Jeff, it's not happening, okay? It's what the winner takes all, just like in business, right? Winner takes all, nothing for second place. Andreas, yes, I thought you would like that. So that's cool. That's it, guys. So if you just joined or you're just watching the replay, whatever it is, share this, follow it, click on the screen and give me hearts. Even if you're watching the replay, you can still give me hearts. I really, really appreciate it. And I will catch you on the next scope, guys. Watch out for it. I'll be making putting notices out on Facebook, putting out notices out to my list, to Twitter, and of course when you get that notification on your phone, make sure you join, because there will be another prize to be given away, more tips on how to get more from your Periscope, more viewers, more hearts, more followers, more shares, and we'll also get stuck into how you actually start making money from from Periscope as well. So that's it. Hope you had a blast. Thank you for all the hearts. Really appreciate it. The contest hearts and the other hearts as well for the content. And I'll see you on the next Periscope. Take it easy, guys. Cheers.